Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I stream live every market open so you guys can see my entries, my exits, my wins and my losses, all that good stuff, man. And if you want to join me on my journey, I'd love to have you. Hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get to it, man. Man, if you were with me on the live stream today, I'm sure you're pretty shocked right now. I'm pretty shocked right now. It's 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 almost 10 o'clock my time, PM. I wasn't even going to do a review video, but I decided to because I said I was going to. And one of the things I'm trying to do this year is do what I say I'm going to do. So here I am. I was actually very excited to do a review video after my stream was over because at the end of the stream, I only had two trades and both of them were green and both of them were good entries and the take profits were good too. It wasn't big. I didn't make a lot of money. I was only up 2R. But as far as execution and just coming in here with the right mindset and doing the right thing, doing the things that you're supposed to do to be a successful day trader, it was on lock today. It was on lock. I did everything that you were supposed to do until I got off the stream. I got off the stream. Actually, it was clear I was having a problem before the stream because I was having a really hard time with not trading. You know, I was still watching AVGO and I was watching PLTR and I really wanted to take another position and I felt like an injustice was being carried out by me having to listen to my rules. And that mindset is just like terrible. Like somebody else put this 1030 rule on me and I'm oppressed by it or something. Like I put that rule on myself after looking at a whole lot of trades and seeing that I don't know, it's like my focus only lasts this long and after that I just start taking bad trades. But whatever, I'd realized that it would be great for my trading if I stopped trading at this time. And so that's been the rules. I got a timer that goes off. Say, hey man, we're done. Hang it up. And I did that today, but just the way I was feeling about it was all wrong. And but I did good. I stayed out of the market after my timer went off. I got off of the stream and I was focused. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get off the stream. I'm gonna do my review video and then I'm closing the platforms and it's all good. But I got off, got on the phone, man, and was sitting here on the phone in front of the charts, just looking at them, just on the phone, watching the charts, man. And it was like my commitment to not trade when I got off the stream was up here. And just the longer I spent watching the price action, the the lower my strength became to stay out of the market. And I didn't even remember why I was staying out of the market at that point. It was just like, dude, this is setting up. I'm about to take this trade. You know, once I got off the phone, I was just like, hey man, I've been sitting here looking at these charts. If this candle closes, I'm jumping in. You know, not if it closes up. You know, whatever. But yeah, man. And when I got in there, it was like I think I lost my first trade. I think it was on you. And as soon as the price went down from my entry, the heaviness of regret for taking a trade, it was just like everything was perfect and I knew that as soon as I hit that button that I just shook the whole day, man. And I stopped out on that trade and I'm like, man, I messed up my perfect day. Let me take a trade to fix it. And then ended up with this, man. Ended up with this. And watch when we go through the entries. I haven't gone through them yet, but I know I was not waiting for confirmation of price and confirmation of volume. I know I wasn't waiting for that. It was one or the other, and I was just jumping in. The SPY was killing me today, though, man. The SPY was just so much downward pressure from the SPY, man. It was killing me. I mean, if the SPY had his act together today, man, I think it would have been crazy. But I mean, that's what a statement to make. That don't mean anything. All right, so let's get started over here on AVGO, man. Um, yeah, this wasn't even my first trade. This is actually, you know what? Let's start out where we started out at. PLTR. All right, so PLTR. With PLTR, I was looking at the daily, and we were here this morning, right? We had a higher high and pull back. I mean, kind of a long leg back down. You know, that's a pretty big retracement back into where it started. But you know, we had the hammer candle here through 75, and you know, we were right here, right around in here in pre-market, and I thought it looked pretty good for this. You know, the chance of this being a higher low and us making a move, you know, back up towards the highs. But anyway, at the open, it sold way off, way off, and I was so chill at the open today, man. I was just like all weekend, man. I was thinking about how I'd be tripping out at the open on the first couple candles, and just how like if I'm gonna read the price action, I have to wait for it to print out first. You know what I mean? It's like printing out a report and trying to trying to tell you what it's about, and then it just started printing. You know what I mean? Like you gotta wait, bro. You gotta wait so you can actually read it. So I was chilling, man. I was chilling. I've been I started writing scripts. So let me see if I can bring it up over here. Yeah, so I got these scripts over here where you know, I'm trying the thought processes I have outside of the market, like I'm trying to keep those in the forefront while I'm trading. So, you know, like I have a no FOMO script that I'm supposed to read 1 minute after the open, you know, and to just to kind of bring my mind back in, like, all right, remember, we gotta relax, okay? Like chill out, you know. And I didn't fill in my winning script yet, but I got a loss script, you know, that's supposed to like reset me, and a max loss script that's, you know, so I can get off the stream, get off my trading session even after a max loss with like, okay, we all right, you know, it's cool, you know. And so yeah, man, I was chilling. I was hard chilling this morning, and yeah, man, I just waited till it got down here. Watching the volume came down to this low right here. Some green bars start coming in. Made a little high here, a little higher low, like a baby higher low. And yeah, man, went for it. It was so extended, like why not, man? It seemed like a great time. But yeah, man, we had the higher low. Stop under low of day, got in. Took some off right there. I don't know if I was waiting for VWAP, or I think it was this little volume spike right there. But I've really been what I'm trying to work on now with my take profit is to wait for the actual volume to tell me to sell. Like here, I was like, you know, normally I'll sell at VWAP just on general principle, you know. But if I'm looking at the volume and nothing crazy is happening at VWAP, like why not just hold and see if we can, you know, get a little bit higher. But at the same time, I feel like that might be walking a step in the wrong direction of making me want to hold on to the shares a little more, and I want to go the opposite direction. I want to let them shares go and not be so I'm going to take the profit when it's there, but it's kind of like a line you got to you got to hold it for a little bit, so you can actually make some money. But yeah, man, PLTR was great. Got it at the lows and took profits on the way up. I was down to 3 shares by the time I got to here, and so I was like, I don't want to sell anymore yet. But hindsight, I think it would have been good to sell some. I mean, well, obviously, because was the end. But yeah, getting up here towards high day, it would have been cool to sell something, up here. But whatever. Um, yeah, then I think I put my stop back to break even or so. Then it came and bounced off VWAP, and then I moved my stop under there, and it eventually came down and stopped me out. And then so that was cool. I think I was up like almost 2R on PLTR, and then I had you, and you was just like a very, it didn't do too much, but came down here and made a lower high, and then kind of stalled out around VWAP, a very slight low on this hammer candle here, but really nice low volume on these last two candles, so I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, bought that break and took some profit there, and that was pretty much it. I ended up stopping out on the rest. I only made like $2 off of this trade, so not even a R. I think I got half a R on this trade. So I was just sitting over 2R at the end of these two trades, and yeah, this is where I stopped out. So yeah, man, that was it. The stream, everything went great. The stream was over, and I just couldn't hold it down, man. I couldn't hold it down. And this is where it all started right here. I don't know what it was about this entry, but as you can see, we're clearly in a downtrend, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, double top, more lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, purchase. What? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower. Like, what? So I bought here, I stopped out, got right back in. Right back in. Then it makes another low and I stop out. And now we got a low and then a higher high and then a lower low again. And I take that again. And this one works out. And I'm able to get a little bit out here. And then I stop out here. And then I get in again here. And stop out here. Get in again here. Stop out. And look, I'm buying. Like, this is when the brain has just gone out of the head. It's like it's out the window. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. Like, I can't tell you what was going on here. Why I'm buying these lows, lower lows. Like, that's how you know, like, your mind, the mind was just not there. Like, literally buying, longing in the middle of a downtrend, literally after a lower low. Like, bruh, I don't know what happened. It's like mind boggling. I can't believe it. Um, yeah, it was just bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. I couldn't even just like, bro, just wait for a freaking setup, man. Just wait, please. Can you just wait for just one higher high first, please? But I just couldn't do it, man. I was gone. Um, yeah, that's really disappointing. I mean, to be so on point for the whole first hour of the open, and then go from that to like the complete opposite. Like this is some rookie stuff, man. I can't even coming back to look at it. This is my first time looking at it since it happened, and I'm just like I'm blown away by how bad my trading was. And then the one good run that I get, I don't even take any out. And you know how that is. By the time you actually get, when you go tilt and you actually get a good trade, your mind's gone at that point anyway. So you're not going to take profit on it. Like, it's just like no chance once your mind gets to that point. And, I'm not reading any of my scripts. I'm completely outside of my program, man. The stream has really become a nice structured trading situation for me, especially like the scripts and just trying to go through a time routine. Like it's dangerous to trade outside of that. Like, man, I kind of need y'all, man. But yeah, man. I mean, I thankfully, I do have some semi decent risk management. So each trade is like not the worst in the world. But man, I was up pretty nice on AVGO, man. It's too bad that I was being so greedy. I didn't take a single share off. Oh, but you know what? I only had 2 shares. That's why. That's why. I only had 2 shares, man. I shouldn't even been trading it. It's just too expensive. It's too expensive for a $5 risk because you can't get that many shares with it. Um, and it just makes it harder to trade. Definitely should have sold some and then through this area. I was tripping. But I'm not mad at this entry. At least this was a, semi decent entry. This was garbage. Just like literally buying lower lows. Lower lows. Like, bro, who does that? Is that it? Yeah. All right. And then Mara. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was actually up pretty nice on Mara too. Mara, I actually, I was doing so bad at this point. I was like, okay. I realized that I was buying lower lows, and I was like, all right, bro. At least stop buying lower lows. But then what happened with this big volume? I was done buying lower lows, but then this big volume came in, and when you see like the highest volume of the day, I mean, it's hard to pass that one up. Like that's almost the most obvious reversal you could see when you get the highest volume. Like look how much bigger this volume was. So yeah, I bought that, and then I added. See, I wasn't doing anything today, man. Oh my god. It was like 2 different people were trading. Like Hassan sat down at the pre, and then after the stream, he got up and left, and then like evil Hassan came and sat down. Like, bruh. And then I didn't even take any profit up here again. I think I was up 3R up here, man. I had hella shares because my entry was 1707 and my stop was 1699. So I only had 7 cents stop. So by the time I added over here, I had 80 something shares. So I was ready. I was ready for $18, bro. I had no chance to make some money at this point, man. My mind was gone. So today I got to see what it would be like if I follow my rules and get to feel that success of having, a controlled and structured trading session that ended, ended successfully. And then after that, I got to see how terrible things can get when you don't follow your rules. I literally broke every single rule I've ever made for myself. Traded after my trading window, buying lower lows, um, not waiting for confirmation. Man, I had like three positions on at the same time at one point. um, uh, Going back triple dipping. I think I traded you four times maybe, and three is supposed to be like no triple dipping. So two is supposed to be the max. So yeah, the routine is the routine and the structure. I think is gonna help a lot. Having the scripts and one thing that I need to change is my ideal about stopping trading at 10:30. Like today drove it home more than it's ever been driven home that I am done trading after 10:30 for a very good reason. Um, an hour of focus is a lot, and that's good enough. Um, the price action gets a little different, and the higher time frames come more into play. And I just haven't really done the back testing and the data to really have um, high accuracy in that time of the day. Most of my trading experience is in that first hour or so. And I've just proven to myself that I do the best with trading in that window, and I've decided that. So tomorrow, when it comes to that and things are setting up, I can't care, man. Like, that's the wrong mindset to be feeling like it's unfair. You know, I am happy to stop trading at 10:30, and it works out great for the rest of my day. If I stop at 10:30, I have enough time to do my review video. I can edit a short for the channel, and then I can get to work at a decent time and have a nice productive day. So everything is relying on me sticking to the program, sticking to the program. So day two of the new year, man, just come back and try it again. I know I can do it. I did it. I did it yesterday. I just did something else after. So we'll do it again tomorrow, inshallah. And I'm not gonna do that after. Yeah. Well, I guess that's it, man. I Pretty sad for sure that I thought about it all day, man. Like how like I had the perfect day, that beautiful start to the beginning of the year. But you know what? It needed to happen because I was definitely feeling a little overconfident and I didn't have the right mindset about my rules. So let's nip that right in the bud at the beginning of the year and push forward. We can make all the mistakes right now and get it out the way. You know. So yeah, man. Back in the game tomorrow, man. Just gotta try to hold it down, man. I got this though. I got this. I've got this. God willing. Anyway, appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that like button for me if you don't mind. And see y'all tomorrow. Peace.